Hey everyone, and welcome back to another eShop Deals video, where each and every week we go through the Nintendo Switch eShop and we pick out some of the best games that are currently on sale. And yet again this week, we've got a ton of great games that are on sale. On top of it, some brand new ones and also a lot of games at new lowest ever prices. Now, just before we get into that, just a quick reminder, halfway through the video, we're going to be giving away 2 $5 eShop gift cards. If this is your first time on the channel and you're wondering how you can participate, all you need to do is be subscribed to the channel and drop a comment down below in the video. If ever you want the full contest rules, they're in the description down below. On top of that, if you get to the end of the video and you're still looking for other great deals, I'll always be linking last week's eShop deals as well as the latest under $5 list, because I just never repeat the same games 2 weeks in a row, and a lot of those deals are still running. Now, with all of that stuff out of the way, let's not waste any more time. We're going to jump straight into those deals. Just remember, if you are liking the content, consider hitting that like button. Now, our first game for today is at a brand new lowest ever price, and that is Eldest Souls. That is now 50% off, dropping the price to $9.99, and will be running till May 6th. Now, this game is a top-down boss rush style action game, and I don't think I need to say it by the title, but yes, it does feature Souls-like combat. Now, to start things out, just a quick warning, this is a very difficult game. If you're going to pick it up, make sure you're up for a challenge. Now, on a side note, however, although this game is described as a boss rush style game, what I found super interesting is there's nonetheless a lot of discovery here, with characters to speak to in between each encounter and even a few side quests to complete. It's just that none of them have to do with dealing with side enemies. And to top it all off, I really found that the pixel art here was totally gorgeous. Now, this was easily a game that was worth its full release price of $20, so right now at 50% off for $9.99, it's just an excellent pickup. Now, our next game for today is going to be Hextech Mayhem, a League of Legends story that is now 35% off, dropping to only $6.49, and will be running till May 9th. And when I heard that a couple of League of Legends themed games were heading to the Switch, I never would have thought that one of them was a rhythm-based auto runner featuring Ziggs. But you know what? That's what we got, and it actually, in my opinion, works out perfectly. Now, first of all, for an auto runner, I do find that the visuals here are extremely appealing. Not only that, but although it's rhythm-based, the gameplay really does deliver on its promise of being chaotic. Now, one thing to watch out here, however, is that some of these sections of gameplay really do require memorization and will be very hard to complete on just one try. So if you're the type of person that doesn't like repetition, you might want to be careful with this one. Oh, and by the way, one of the most important parts here, the soundtrack is fantastic. So right now at 35% off, $6.49, this is another excellent pickup. Now, our next game is not only at a new lowest ever price, it's also a fairly recent release, with Cogen Sword of Rewind now 20% off, dropping to $19.99, and will be running till May 12th. Now, this game is a 2D action platformer, and yes, as a reference point, I'm going to say it's something like a Mega Man style game. Although I am going to mention that although some parts of the combat are fast-paced, I did find that this one has a slightly slower and more methodical approach. Also, once again, as the title suggests, the rewind feature of your sword is a huge part of the gameplay and allows for a lot of funky plays. Now, this one, however, yet again is going to be coming with a challenging warning. If you're not up for challenging gameplay, be careful before picking up this one. However, the good side of this is that there's a free downloadable demo on the eShop, so if you want to try it out for yourself before you take the plunge, that is available. But if you're into that style of gameplay, well, this one for this week is another great option. Now, our next game for today is another one at a brand new lowest ever price, and that is Metal Unit. That is now 50% off, dropping it to $7.99. And this one, however, you will have to move quickly. It's ending on May 3rd. Now, this time around, we have another 2D action platformer, however, this one with roguelite elements. And once again, as a reference point, I would say that this game's overall setup did make me feel a lot like I was playing something resembling Skull the Hero Slayer. Although I do want to point out that this game ended up being fairly easier and also not quite as vast. Also, personally, the concept of being a pilot of a mech suit is always something that I am super interested in, and the way you can really personalize your gameplay each and every run is an awesome feature. One maybe lower point of interest was that there are really some overpowered combinations that, if you're lucky enough to pick them up in the same run, make the game almost too easy. But nonetheless, at only $7.99, I do think that if you're into a quick roguelite experience, this is going to be an excellent pickup for this week. So now it's time to take a quick break and announce today's winners of the $5 eShop gift cards. And our first winner for today is going to be Nintonite, who said, Demon Turf remind so much of Knights for the Sega Saturn, definitely going to pick it up. And you know what, Nintonite, I'm not quite sure I would compare that game to Knights, but nonetheless, it is an amazing 3D platformer, and I hope that if you did pick it up, you're having a ton of fun with it. And our second winner for today is going to be Anthony Greasy, who just said, good selection of deals. And you know what, Anthony, I'm really glad you like the selection of deals. I do my best to bring you the best and freshest deals in each and every video. Now, all you need to do to claim your $5 eShop gift card is reach out to me in my pinned comment down below. So now if we jump straight back into our deals, our next game is one I'm super happy is finally back on sale and on top of it at a brand new lowest price, and that is Actraiser Renaissance. That is now 30% off, dropping it to $20.99 and will be running till May 12th. Now this game is more of a remake or reimagining of the original SNES Actraiser. And if you're unfamiliar with the series, it's a hybrid of two types of gameplay. Number one, we've got a 2D action platformer, but at other points in the game, you're actually going through a city builder. And back in the day, this mix of two types of gameplay was really revolutionary, and a lot of people fell in love automatically with the original game. Now personally, I really liked this remake. The one thing I would point out is that they did expand quite a bit on the city building portion. But nonetheless, it still remained a really beautiful blend of these two styles of gameplay. Now personally, I do want to point out that I did find the $30 price point a little bit steep. At least now, at closer to that $20 price point, it becomes much easier to suggest to either someone who's a fan of the original or just loves this blend. Now next on our list for today, we have Hades. That's back to its lowest ever price of 35% off $16.24 and will be running till May 9th. On top of it, this game is easily my pick of the week. Now, although Hades was not the first ever roguelite, it is in my opinion one of the games that revolutionized the genre, blending in some excellent storytelling and really connecting one run to the other. Now, as your typical roguelite, this one is going to be fairly challenging. However, I do think that if you've never tried a roguelite before, it's also probably one of the best games to start with. Simply because it offers such a variety on the builds, and it's also very approachable, explaining you each one of its mechanics one by one. Now top this off with some beautiful visuals, an excellent soundtrack, and some extremely smooth gameplay. You've got what is still, in my opinion, the best roguelite game out there. Overall, as I said earlier, this really made this easily my pick of the week. Now our next game is another one that's back to its lowest ever price, and that is New Super Lucky's Tale. It is back to 40% off, $17.99, and this one running till May 6th. Now this time around, we have a great 3D platformer. Now, first of all, visually, this game is beautiful, and honestly, it's right up there with first-party titles. Now, this is also a very approachable platformer that's excellent for new players or younger kids, and also just someone who wants a more laid-back experience. The difficulty curve here is much closer to something like a Kirby game than a Mario game. However, at the same time, the level designs are beautiful, and playing through this game is nonetheless a ton of fun. Now lastly, this is also another game with a free downloadable demo, so you can always take it for a spin before you decide to pick it up. Now our next game is another one that's at a brand new low, and that is Garden Story. That is now 30% off, dropping it to $13.99. This, however, is another one that you'll have to move quick on because it's ending on May 4th. Now this game is the blend of a top-down action RPG with a farming sim. The only thing I want to mention here, however, is it's way more geared toward the action RPG, with the farming sim being more like an afterthought. However, nonetheless, the storyline and characters here are super charming, and playing through the storyline was really tons of fun. However, as a side note, I do want to mention, take your time with this game. Don't rush through the storyline or you'll miss a lot of the fun from the farming stuff and the city building. However, if you take your time to enjoy the side quests and really interact with all the characters, I do find that this is a super engaging game. Overall, yet again for this week, this was a game that in my opinion was easily worth the full $20. So right now at 30% off for $13.99, it's yet again an excellent pickup. So now it's time for this week's Sizzle Reel of Deals, and let me tell you, it's another really hot one with a ton of other great games to consider. So now we're at the end of another eShop deals video, and I want to hear from all of you. What games are you picking up for this week? And also, before we go, I need to take a couple of seconds to really thank my channel supporters. Their monthly support is so appreciated, and if any of you out there are looking for any information about that, it's down below in the description of the video. And don't forget on the way out that if you did enjoy the content, consider hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel if you aren't already, clicking that notification bell so you know when all my future content comes out, and as usual, I hope I'll see you in my next video.